So today we are going to start building up the framework from scratch. Okay, so just get to know that what we are going to integrate for today. So today we will integrate TestNG in our framework. TestNG, then page object model, okay, and the build up class. Which will be common to all. From anywhere you guys can access this one. Okay, so I will just close this. Meanwhile, I have given all assignment in TestNG. So one person has completed only. So you also need to complete that last session that I have given. Okay. So here all of this I will combine this and create a framework. Okay, this will be first, and then in second class we will make our framework, uh, update our framework. Just today we will build up the initial part of it. Okay, so that you can understand how actually it works. So TestNG I have covered separately, page object model also I have covered separately. The new thing is that build up class. Okay, so why this class? Suppose you run your script and everywhere you are going to write system.set property, everywhere you are going to declare WebDriver. So this is not good thing. Okay, so in that case you need to declare in a place where you can just use that. Okay, so that's actually better use of inheritance concept. Okay, so be focused, and anywhere you face problem, just in between you can ask. Okay, don't wait for me to stop, because this is framework where you just wherever you face the problem, just ask in that place only. Okay, otherwise if I'll move forward, then then some other things will be coming. Okay, so I will just create a project here, new, and Maven. Next, next, and then framework weekdays, and finish it. It will build up project for you. Okay, so inside this one there is a package created. We don't need this package, so if you want to delete it, you can delete it. I will also delete it because this is just garbage, and anything will should not be in there in your framework as a garbage. And just create two packages, regression and sanity. Suppose I am just creating this is one of the website for practice. I will show you, automationpractice.com. Okay, here you can practice some e-commerce things, right? So I will say just start writing your test cases for it. Okay, and another reference I will give you after the framework, that you also need to complete. Okay, so that you can just try to automate this. There are many opportunities remaining to write test cases here. Okay, so even if you want to test this test card, you can write at least 10 test cases. going adding this one, right? Value is added correctly or not, means if you are closing this, then the cart is empty or not, right? So if the cart is empty, you will get this empty text. This means write test cases, automate them. This is actually automation. First we have to perform the manual task. If someone else is performing manual task and you are automating them, that's also cool. Otherwise you need to write your test cases and automate them. Okay, so from today you just start writing codes, okay, on the framework. So here this is website, and I will go to this contact form. I will first try to automate this contact form. Okay, so this is the URL for that. Okay, so what we say it, if we are going to write a page class for this form, our page class name will be contact form test, right? So every separate web page should have a separate page class, right? This already was covered deeply in this web page object session. So just go and first create a package where all your contact form test cases will be present, right? So here contact form test cases, the package name. Okay, just I have given this name. This way actually in real time also we give the package name. So suppose anyone wants to find the test case for this package, he can find that. Okay, so just go, first of all you need to get all the jars, right? So how will you get all the jars? Just go all the jars for this Selenium, because this project doesn't know about the Selenium. Okay, so you need to go to, you are working in Maven, so you need to get the dependencies for that. Selenium Maven dependency, come here, we all have covered separately everything. Now just to integrating them. In the pom.xml, we just need to go and paste this. Okay, now we are not using the JUnit, so we can remove them. Okay, now anything you will write on Selenium, it will understand. And inside this main Java, just remove this one also, you don't need this. Inside this main Java you need to create your build up class. Why we are creating the build up class? Because see, we have run our all test cases in Chrome, suppose, and then the team lead ask that run your all test cases in Firefox. So will you go and write all your test cases in Firefox again? Suppose there are 1000 test cases in your project. So this is not a good practice. So in one change, those all test cases should run in different browser. Okay, so in this way we have to design our framework. Okay, so we are going to write a common class where we will change and all test cases will run according to that. So this is about build up class, your implicit weight. I said when I was teaching the implicit or explicit weight, I said that implicit weight defined globally, right? So globally means one place you defined and everywhere it will work. Okay, so this is about implicit weight, your browser maximization code, right? your driver code, every code that you think that this will be common throughout the project should be written in a place, and that will be used from there. Okay, so that what I am going to write. So web driver public void web uh, build suppose initialize. Okay, web driver init means initializing the web driver. Okay, here I will write all the code. System dot set property now. See, suppose I am going to write my test cases with Chrome driver. Then here I need to pass the path of it first. Okay, but see, if I will write Chrome driver path full of my machine, and tomorrow I will give the code to someone else and he just use that and run that code, maybe web driver is he has saved in different location. So location which I am passing here was my system's location, which I have suppose saved in D drive, and he have present his driver on C drive, so that will not be working. So save all your drivers, all your things in project level. Project level means once you expand this, then only it should be visible. Okay, so I will copy all of them and paste into my project level. So this is my Gecko driver, and this is Chrome driver, and this is IE driver. Okay, just go to here and new folder, then my project this, right? So here I will paste this. Now if I will give my project, so I will give anyone this folder, right? So if this folder I will give to anyone, so inside this is already present. Okay, so that code will be working for him also. Just go to your project and refresh, you can see them present. Chrome driver, Gecko driver, IE driver. Okay, so this way it will work. Now what location I have to pass? Just chrome driver.exe file name, because this is present in your base location. Okay, once you run any project, it start reading from this location. Okay, so if your current command is in this position, then you don't need to go anywhere, right? From here you want to access. Okay, if you are in D drive, and currently I am my project is in this location, right, and I were in D drive, then I have to pass the full path here. But if you are in current location, then you don't need to pass that. Okay, now just create the object for that first to check it out. Driver,
Can we pass the set property in form.xml file
where I have passed the set property in pom.xml.
where we can write dependency for Chrome driver, Gecko driver, or IE driver?
I don't get your question actually.
Okay, okay, understand. This is .exe file. Sorry for that.
Okay. there is nothing relation between this driver and then pom.xml. Okay, now just import this. Okay, just I will write here @test. That should not be here, but just to run all test case, just to check out whether whatever code we are writing is correct or not. Okay, for just debugging. I hope you guys understand. Just to make sure that our code is working, step by 5-6 lines we will write and run them, that those are correct, right? If those are correct, then we don't need to do anything. If those are not correct, then we need to fix that and then write next code. Okay, everything we will write and then test, that's not okay. Okay, so here I have to move to this location, by which I am not going to write here. This is about Chrome driver. Okay, if you will run this, run as testng test, so it will work fine. Okay, this has opened the browser. Now our task is to maximize this driver dot manage dot window dot maximize. Okay, this will maximize your browser. Now if you want to sorry, if you want to launch Firefox driver, then will you write this line again? Yes, this line you have to write, these two lines you have to write, and okay, and write this maximize code later after this. Now just as of now make it driver 2. Okay, now if from backend someone says that you need to run all your test cases in Chrome browser, then you need to check, okay, if browser value which what is coming, you need to first identify that string browser value, which value, suppose I give Chrome. Okay, so if browser value is Chrome, then run this part, this will be initialized, and based on this all your test cases will be running here. Okay, if the browser value is Chrome, suppose I am making it Firefox. WebDriver dot gecko driver and gecko. Oh,
Yeah, Vandan, I have a question.
yeah,
Yeah, see, actually, system.set property, whatever you mentioned, webdriver.gcko or chrome.driver, but when you mention a chrome driver.exe or gcko driver.exe, so when we copy exe files in the project level, then just mentioning this, the driver, I mean, whatever program itself will understand the path of the exe file.
means what you want to ask?
No, the Chrome driver.exe only you mentioned as a instead of providing complete path of the driver location, right? Exe file location.
See, this file is present at your current location, and where are you currently? Currently you are in this location, right, where this is present. Okay,
Okay.
so you just want to access this, so this is present in same location, right?
Okay.
So just
Okay.
need to pass the file name.
See, if I create a one more folder under the target, I am talking about this side. The structure is right, project structure.
This is not present inside target folder.
What I am saying. If I created it under inside the target, under the target, I create one more folder like exe file something, and then if I copy that all the files inside that, then if I need by that time I need to provide complete path of that.
No, complete part you don't need to provide. If you create another folder here, suppose, okay, so you just need to say where it is created. So suppose if I have a,
Yeah. Can you?
if I
Yes, yes. Go back. Create one folder over here. Exe file something like that.
okay,
Driver files or yeah.
okay, so
Okay. If I copy all the files over there,
see, then you need to pass the folder name and then file name. You don't need to pass whole path, okay, because currently you are in this location, okay. So from this
yes.
location if you want to go here, so just pass the drivers folder name and then file name, it will work. You can try in your machine.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, previously we did that. We copy the all the driver and directly paste in the Eclipse project file. Project file. Then we don't need to write this code system.set properties. So in this situation, what we will do?
What means what you ask is
Previously we create the project in Eclipse, then we copy the Chrome driver.exe and directly paste under the framework.weekday.
okay.
Then
I have passed all the jars here, then okay, all the exe files here now.
okay, you do copy one exe file.
Tell me, I will tell you the answer. Just tell me
Okay,
the
if
question.
you if you copy one exe file and go in the Eclipse,
Okay, go in the, I will copy these exe file and go to Eclipse.
yeah.
Why I will do this?
If we do this, then we don't write the path system.set properties.
You have to write this path. Doesn't matter where, who said that you don't need to write. This actually tells about the setting of the path, initializing which driver, every information written here. This has to be passed. Without this, it won't be working. If you are doing, if you suppose if you invite someone to come in your house but you don't tell him the address, just like this, you are inviting to launch the browser but you don't want to tell the address, how it will launch.
Okay.
This line are mandatory, something you paste somewhere else, that doesn't mean you need not to write some code you have to write. Doesn't matter where you are saving the, where are you saving your exe files, okay. So just move forward and see, the location wherever you want to save you can save. But what I have told here, just you are currently in this place, okay. Now if you are saving all your axis file here, then it's okay, no problem. Just like he said that I want to save this, I want to create this drivers folder, and here I want to save all my files, okay, that's also cool. Then you have to pass here just like this drivers and this, then like this, okay. But whatever you do, you have to pass the location, right. I have said just because this, if you are giving project to someone and I don't want to fix them him some bugs, because he may have saved his drivers in some different location, you may have saved in a different location, so this project will not be working, right. So that's why you need to write in a way that everywhere that code should work, okay. So
Yeah,
this,
currently I am creating all the project, and in this project we don't write line number 15, system dot set property. But my project is running good.
You have not written this and this is working.
Yeah,
Okay, so after this session you can show me the code.
The Selenium 4.0, we have a one command. If you run that command in the command prompt, then we need to write the system.set
Yeah,
property.
yeah, that's different thing. Wo- you have
Yes, yes,
must have
yes.
installed Selenium
no,
server.
I directly copy all exe file under the project.
I got that. I got that. Here version,
Yeah, yes.
yeah, I got that. But the thing is that you should know at least these lines, right? If you are using, even we don't need to install the import the jars. Also, there is a Selenium server. So different places are here. But if you start doing that from day one, then it becomes, suppose anyone will ask you what is system.set property, internally that is also writing, you just need to go to that code, right? That doesn't mean that it is not this code is not written. If you go to that internally, if you will just copy the structure, you will see that that will be extending subclass which will be internally writing this code. Okay, so day by day they are updating the things, that without writing this is not possible. Setting up the property is the mandatory class, mandatory methods, right? So if you are thinking that this is not written, I am using the Selenium 4 and this is that, not like that. Okay, you are saving in the same location, that's why it working. Okay, okay, so here you can mute yourself. Okay, so here I have maximized Chrome, and if I want to launch, once we will design the framework, then try to do that after this framework, then try to do that with the same, right? The thing you have performed, then try to do that with the same and let me know whether that is working. Okay, so here if dot value equals suppose Chrome, then this. Okay, then launch Chrome driver, else, and you need to check for one more browser, IE browser, right? So code you know, and that's just need to write here. You will not write this code here. Okay, now see, this line we have written here, WebDriver, this line we again have written. Okay, so why this is giving error? Because this is inside local, right, inside block, so it is scope is limited. Just go and declare in class level. So here you don't need to write it again like driver2. Suppose you are using another, then you need to write driver3, so better to write in a one place. Okay, so now you can make this driver. Okay, and now error is gone. So if you want, if your value will be, browser value will be Chrome, then it will be running for Chrome. If browser value will be Firefox, then it will be running for Firefox. But from here these value will be coming. Just go inside your project, right, and here you need to create a file, properties file, and we will get the value from that file. new file we have to select, new, and then file name, browser dot, extension must be properties dot properties, okay, otherwise it won't be working. And here suppose I am giving my value is equal to Chrome, okay, so it will run all the test cases for Chrome. But how to get this value? This is a file, from this file I have to get all the values. So here we need to write that code. There is a properties class, which is Java class, okay, properties dot. Now this properties class have some method which will get all the values, right? Suppose you have one more value after this, then you can get also, but this class has method dot get a property which will get for you. But this properties file should have this properties class should be loading this file, okay, and for loading the file you have Java uh, file ending class file input stream, and here you need to pass the location of the file. So this is in same location, just need to pass the file name and extension.
But both names are same. File input stream file in no no no.
This is object.
First line will initialize.
Yeah,
First line will initialize na.
initialize, right? I am writing the, you want me to write like this?
No no. First line I said properties is equal to new properties.
Okay, so what in the first line question, what?
It's what exactly do that line?
See, this is properties file which have some data, okay, and for getting this data the methods are present inside which this properties class, okay. So I want to use them methods, but this properties class say that first of all you should load a file to me, right? So I will load the file to this properties class. Now properties class will be knowing about the file, that where that file is present, where, then it will load that file and then it will get the data from that file,
Okay.
okay. So this will help this class to load that file to find out the location, okay. Loading means to
Okay.
find out the where the file is present, okay. So I will load this file. This properties class will load file this which have this object. So now it's knowing about this object, so it
We
will.
can give any name na that file input stream uh, properties dot load in bracket file input stream that we can give any name na. Okay. Yes yes yes. Because it was confusing. Same name.
But it should be like this only, because
Yes yes yes.
object name should be same as class name. The class name is capital, object name should not start with capital. Convention is this. Otherwise, whatever you want to write here, A, B, C, D, whatever, it's also okay. But the convention is that you have to use the standards. You are going to design a framework, so you should know the standards of the working.
Okay, means we can give a same name but small first letter small.
Yeah, these actually brother, these are day one question. We are now designing the framework, so we should just know that, right? Just go and search what are the Java write code writing conventions, right? How to write class name,
Yes,
what
yes,
how to
yes.
what is the convention for writing methods, what are the convention for camel case for writing classes, what are the conventions for the variable names, right? ABCD should not be variable name. Variable name should be as per your task, right? So just like this, just try to learn them also. Okay, so here I have loaded this. Now now instead of writing this browser value hard coded here, okay, we just comment this and get the value. Dot get and here I will pass the object key. Okay, so what the error is coming, class to method is, wait, let me check. This is get property and I want to use this variable here. Okay, this will be your task. From this method you will get the value which is present inside this file. Okay, get property is the method. Now we can comment this. Okay, so here if I will pass the Firefox, oh sorry, not here, this is key and this is value Firefox, then it will run for Firefox. Okay, so depends what you pass, you can run behalf of that. Just run this. Right, so Firefox browser launched. So suppose you pass here Chrome, then Chrome will launch. Okay, so this is about build up class. Okay, now we'll write a test case and we don't need to
If we want to run in IE, then we can create one more
yeah,
else if.
yes, you can do that. Just try and do that. This I
Okay.
have done for 2. You need to just include here and here, in instead of else you need to write else
Else
if.
if.
Okay, now just go to here and create a class contact form test. Okay, and remove this one at the rate test. Okay, and this is what, this is not void, this is actually returning the WebDriver. So return type should be WebDriver. And return this. Okay, and if you want to apply implicit wait here, you can do that. Driver dot manage dot timeouts dot implicit wait. Suppose I am giving 10 seconds, which is ideal time, and time unit dot seconds. Okay, now just hide this one. Okay, so that our code will be visible. Save and go to contact form test, and the test will be first test, right? At the rate test and void. In the contact form you have to enter email address here. Okay, void email field. Okay, so in email field, first of all you have to redirect to this location. Okay, so just declare WebDriver here. Okay, as of now just do this, and then this class will extend perform inheritance to get all these properties. Okay, I hope you understand this, because this have all browser driver information. Okay, so extends contact form test. Okay, just import this.
Build up, right?
Oh yeah, build up. Sorry for that, because this have all driver information, right? Now whatever present in here coming in this contact form test class, just because of inheritance. Okay, now this driver is also present here there. Okay, now if you don't want to write this, that variable will be also coming in this class. Okay, see, because I have extended this, so through inheritance this WebDriver driver value is also coming there. Okay, so here if you want to write like this, driver dot get, and this, just change the visibility of it. So you need to go here and make it public, because this is inside different package. Okay, so default scope will be not working. If I will make it public, it will be working. Okay, so inside this you have to first of all write the locator. As of now right here, otherwise you need to get it from the page object class. Okay, so id is email and tag name is input, so write XPath for it. Driver dot find element by dot XPath input. id is equal to, right, and here send keys, suppose bandhan@gmail.com. Okay, now if you'll run this, see, null pointer exception contact email field, from where this null is coming, can anybody tell me? And this is simple,
That https driver dot get.
this is null.
First line. Yes.
See the value which I have printed, null. And why this driver information is coming as null? I am extending this class buildup, and buildup has, see, this public driver, right, and now this driver was updated here, then I am launching which browser? Firefox, right, so it came to this one driver and launched the Firefox browser. Okay, then what I have did, this driver has information about this Firefox. Okay, so this has value, then these two values are present here. Okay, but see, once I go to this way, means here this variable is present here. Okay, but the value is not coming here, value is null. And why this is happening? Because in this class there is nothing like a driver, okay, which actually coming with this one, but this local scope which has updated value is not updated here, because see, it is extending this one. Okay, so extending this one, all variables information will be coming here. Okay, but actually after extending the driver which you have written locally, value is not coming here. Okay, so because this is present inside properties files. Okay, so if I have just need to first fix it, how, just need to right click, go to test-ng, convert to test-ng. Okay, and your test-ng file is created, run it from here and see what happens. Still this is null, so something which I have missed here, value is not coming, so I have to somehow fix it and pass that value here. Okay, so let me check it, this contact form test cases, this file here, this is null, so pass from here, just go copy and call this method. Just make it static. Where is the error coming? exit contact form test void init driver, and here just call this method by class name and method name buildup dot WebDriver init. Maybe throws okay. Here declare WebDriver driver and just override, because if we see, if we write here only driver is equal to this, so scope of the value will be limited to this one only. So better I have declared this, and to this global variable just assigning value here. Okay, so this time it will be working. I hope some other issues should not come. Null, this is printing null here. WebDriver init, from here it is passing only null, right? Okay, this is asking me to do this. No, turn byte expected. WebDriver init throws IO exception, and then we are returning the driver from here. Let's just first print the value here inside buildup, and the value, so that we can identify where the value is null. Let's run this. Inside buildup you have removed
For the
at the test.
test is not there.
Yeah, why this is actually not going to our test ng? I hope, what's the reason? Let's check it. src test. Okay, we have written correctly also always here. So here it is not coming here actually, and we are extending framework weekdays buildup, and just let me run this. will not run. For running it as of now, just use the @test. Let me run for test why this is not running. This form. Contact form test cases and then contact form test. This is correct, and when I go to contact form test, there is a okay. Just use here @before class annotation. So before initializing the variable, it should, before running this test case, my this should be running, so that it will initialize the driver. Okay, and now run this one. Okay, I hope this time it will be working. Just launch the driver. It is taking time or failed. It skips one. Just run it once more. Sometimes it happens. It has skipped this one. Now new thing is coming. So just fix that too. Contact build up. Inside build up, we should have not used the @test. I hope. Okay. Now here, instead of this one, before class, and then this says written correctly, and then this one, just refresh this file and see your test result. Okay, this way we'll fix that, and go to test output folder. Drivers, where is the, see, the problem is coming and we are fixing them. Then this is cool, means we are learning something. Just go and copy paste this one. Why this test case is getting skipped, we will find out the reason. Skipped email field java.lang null pointer exception in WebDriver init. Okay, so build up.WebDriver init line number 34, and this is getting null in contact form test. Okay, so means null is coming from here, because your browser is launched. It means that reading property till here. Okay, because Firefox browser launched, then it is not going to maximize it. Just remove this static.
Sir, I think you have to remove that WebDriver, sir, in global level. Sir, inside the itself, sir, you already declared at global level, sir. WebDriver driver. Here inside the itself.
Inside if else,
In WebDriver driver, sir, you already declared as
yeah,
WebDriver as
already
global.
declared. Yeah,
You have to remove inside the itself.
oh yeah, yes, that's correct. I hope that I have did it, but somehow I was not seeing it, because I remember that I have did it, but here I have not seen right correctly exact answer. Now it will work. What happened, he actually I have declared his at global level. Okay, so value was to be set up globally, but inside this, once I have written the Chrome driver, so here I was written driver 1 and driver 2, right? So I thought that I have removed it, that's why I was not looking at here. But see, now the driver has value globally, but if I have did like this, right, so it was overriding the global variable, right, and locally new variable was created. Okay, and that was actually null, because if that is created as local, so value will be not be accessed else, right? So this is actually the error. Now find out. Thanks for the this. Actually I have not noticed. So this way code can be fixed by anyone, right? So this uh, shows the attention how much you are paying here. So now it will work. So a small mistake and which was causing the error. Okay, so email is also filled here. Okay, so who was this?
This is Navas, sir.
Yeah, so it means your Java concept are at least very clear. You should notice this. Thanks for telling.
So now again that before class no need to declare, right?
No, it needs to be declared, because see, if I will do this and just go to this one, see, null. Why? Because you have did everything, right? We have did everything, did this, but when once it's coming to this contact form test, we are setting and calling this value in this WebDriver from this WebDriver test method, and value is setting up here because we are declaring it. Now you can say if everything is coming inside this class, why we are doing this. Even just go and run. Oh, sorry, from testng file. You can say this, then you can check this null, because see, we have declared the value, okay, and once it's coming to this field, okay, we are not calling this method here for this method, right? We have called everything is present, but I want to use inside this email field method, right? So information is present, but still inside something, if I want to use, this is new method that is present inside this class, but inside this if I want to use that, then I have to call this inside this method. I hope you are getting that point. And
Yes, yes, I got it.
here
Because before the class we have to run that.
yeah, here also I have declared, because maybe I will use this same driver somewhere else, so this should be also declared as a public. Okay, now quickly just go and write this lines inside page object class, not here. So just go to page object class, and that I have already explained. Just page objects, I hope you guys are aware of this topic. So contact form objects. Okay, now instead of by email, equal to y.xpath, and just copy from here, we will not write again. Right, so web element email, now here just declare WebDriver so that we can use this to return it, because we have to return the web element, right? Return email. Okay, by.xpath1. Okay, so just declare it public to, write a constructor, this will be also public. If you think that why I am doing this writing constructor, so just go and watch that page object model video, you will understand that. There I have explained this, everything I have explained there. Okay, so that's why I have covered that separately. Okay, so just go and watch, and here instead of writing this, we can just call this contact form object class, and this method email. This will be public, otherwise not accessible. This will be accessible, sorry, because this is in same package, but if that was in different package, then it was not accessible. Still I am making this because I have to create different package for it. Currently I have okay, this is inside different package, so it will be not accessible. So in that case you have to declare that public. Okay, all these things which I am telling here again, so if any doubt coming for this page object model, so just watch that video again and then you will understand that. Okay, so here now no need to write this method, the system.out, we have debugged that. And now here in email field, we need to first of call that contact form objects CFO equal to new contact form objects, and here just pass the driver. Okay, and then you have to call web element CFO dot email, because you have to locate email, and their locator is returning page object class, and now send keys to them. Okay, and send keys, I want to send this one. send keys to this one. Just comment this one so that later you can refer. Okay, now you can say why we are hard coding this. You can pass,
Even the XPath also, I mean, whatever driver dot get that HTTP is the right, the URL link, that also we can paste it over in browser dot property.
yeah, that can be also done, but see, the problem is here. Yeah, in browser dot properties you can put that, that's correct, but if you are thinking that from here in this build up class you will write, that's not correct. Okay, because if you want to just launch this level URL here, you can do it, it's cool, but if you are redirecting to some other pages, there may be 100 locations present where you want to redirect. So in that case, if you hard code here, so that's not correct. Okay, because you have to change again. So if you are changing again, then why you are writing here? Okay, so better to use sometimes to pass in your particular test case. Okay, so just here I am using the, I will tell you how to pass parameters in test from the test.ng file. So just from here you can pass and get that. Okay, and if you are actually redirecting to some other locations, so for that you have to write in your test case, because thousands of places you have to change, right? And for particular test case, if you are redirecting to particular place, particular location, so that should be in your test case. Doesn't mean everything will be global. Base URL should be global, right? Base URL means automationpractice.com should be global, everything should not be global, because that is test case specific. Tomorrow that will be changed, so go to that test case and change, right? So that's what I want to say. So this URL is actually test case specific. Till here this is global. Okay, even till here this is global, and then this you need to change according to your test case. I will tell you how to pass inside your. Okay, just go and run and it will be okay. We started the recording, right? Oh, where I am here, and just refresh this file. Let me check whether written for driver. Oh, then here I have redirected. Then where is the contact form objects? Let me check to the log file, the port file. Email field, java.null pointer exception, contact form test cases, contact form, where email field contact form test, line number 25th, line number 25th, it has null. Inside contact form test 25th, this is null. Okay, because I have commented this one. Okay, now run it. Okay, now you can see email field. Just like this, you have to select values. Okay, select, you need to write one in page object class and you need to select in this way. Okay, just like this you have to handle whole form. This is your task. Okay, so this will be your one test case that will be automated through this framework. Okay, so this is for today. We have faced many problem, we fixed that. Somehow some points I have not noticed, you have noticed. So if you are getting these things, Nawaz is getting all these things, it means he is okay with his concept, and this type of question actually asked. Okay, just like what the problem was coming, that I have did here, that mistake. So even line by line, if you I will going for debugging this code, then I was getting this, right? Otherwise just thinking that I have did this but I have not did this exactly, so that was causing the problem. So you see that in framework, this is just a small bit of framework. Okay, so tomorrow in your project people will design a large scale framework. If that null pointer is coming, so in this way you have to first go and see where is the problem, where, just like I have written system.out and driver I want to try to print, and that was printing null. So I got that, okay, here value is null. Okay, so you have to debug in this way. Okay, so thank you for attending today's session. Have a nice